something that's actually often not considered, and that is essential minerals. And today I want to focus on magnesium, how much you need and where do you get it, and maybe a little bit about why you need this. Magnesium is kind of unrecognized, unappreciated. It's really important, though. Your body can't function without adequate levels of magnesium. And I've mentioned this before in the past, with the soil depletions that we have in North America, the way fruits and vegetables are growing, the levels of minerals, vitamins and minerals in fruits and vegetables has been plummeting for decades, probably since before the Second World War, and it's just getting worse and worse. So you're not likely getting enough of some of these essential minerals, and magnesium is one of them. Now, why is this important? Magnesium influences more than 300 biochemical reactions in your body. This includes blood sugar, blood pressure, and energy production. All of your nerves, your brain can't function because enzymes that are essential for energy production depend on magnesium to make them work. So you can make the protein, that enzyme, but if you don't have a sufficient level of magnesium to plug into each of those molecules, they don't do anything. So, it's like your tank's running dry. So we want to make sure we're getting enough. And a lot of us don't get enough from our diet. And actually, nutrition experts believe that most of us are living in magnesium deficiency without obvious symptoms, at least not yet. So here are some signs to look for. Are you tired? That's a big deal. If you're always tired, one of the things that might be is as simple as you don't have enough magnesium in your diet, you're not consuming enough magnesium, you're not getting magnesium in a supplement, and your body can't make adequate amounts of energy because it has to have magnesium to do that. Chronic inflammation, the root cause of, as I've talked about in the past, the root cause of many major diseases like heart disease and diabetes and a lot of other things is chronic inflammation. Not having enough magnesium worsens inflammation in the body. Blood sugar regulation. So if your blood sugar spikes, gets too high or gets too low, or you're pre-diabetic, you probably don't have enough magnesium. If you have what's called restless leg syndrome, your legs going like this, or you get cramps. Leg cramps are common, especially when you're sleeping. That's a sign possibly of not enough magnesium. More stress, you need more magnesium. Mood swings, you may need more magnesium. As I mentioned, magnesium is really important for the brain, for the regulation of neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. If your brain is low on magnesium, serotonin levels are reduced. That can cause mood swings, migraines, headaches. We can also be looking at irregular heart rhythm or heartbeat. Okay, so that's all the bad stuff. Now let's talk about how much we need and where we can get it. Most people need between 300 and 420 milligrams of magnesium each day. And it breaks down according to age. So males 19 to 30 need about 400, the most. They're still growing, developing, energetic. Women in that age bracket need a little bit less, 310. Men over 30, we're saying 420. Women over 30, 320. These are only small differences. But pregnant women, as you might think, need more, 350 to 400 milligrams. And breastfeeding women, again, a little bit more, 310 to 360 milligrams. Now, it's certainly possible to get adequate amounts of magnesium from your diet, especially if you're eating a lot of dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, legumes, whole grains. And when it comes to veggies, people don't, they underestimate what they need to eat. It's not 3 to 5 servings of vegetables, and the average consumption of fruits and vegetables in North America right now for adults is about 3 a day, and 5 is not nearly enough. I tell people that they have to eat at least 10 servings a day of fruits and vegetables, and maybe more. Okay, I've had some nutritionists say as much as 15 or 20 servings because of the depletion of soils and the lack of nutrients in food today. Okay, so it's very likely that unless your diet is pretty spectacular, you may need to supplement, and you may need additional magnesium in your diet. But before I get to that, there are some really good sources in the food supply. So pumpkin seeds, raw pumpkin seeds, believe it or not, a quarter cup is 191 milligrams. Raw spinach and Swiss chard. And I say raw because if you steam them or boil them or cook them in some way, you're going to lose some of that. The nutrition is going to go into the water and down the drain. So a cup of those would have 150 or more milligrams. Soybeans, a cup, 148 milligrams, but that's a lot of soybeans, okay? I have soybeans pretty well every day, but I don't have anything near a cup. Black beans, a cup, 120. Quinoa, again, these are cooked, 3/4 of a cup, 118. Cashews, quarter of a cup, 116. Nuts tend to be pretty high in magnesium. Sesame or sunflower seeds, a quarter cup, also high. So seeds and nuts are pretty well the highest, 113 to 126 milligrams in a quarter cup. So I get seeds and nuts every day in my diet, okay? I just add it to salads, I munch on them for snacks, whatever. You might want to take a supplement. However, and we've talked about this in the past before, if you've listened to me in the past, most vitamin products, certainly just about anything you can buy in a store at any price point, any brand, will use cheaper forms of minerals, including magnesium, and these are poorly absorbed. In contrast, Pharmanex products from New Skin those minerals are specially treated, we call them chelated minerals, to improve dramatically the absorption. And I've seen information that, for example, things like iron and magnesium may be absorbed at like 10% in store brands, and they might be as high as 80 to 90% in our products, okay? So it's a big, big difference. And the Life Pack products, I've been taking Life Pack for 30 years, or a Life Pack. Sometimes it's Life Pack, sometimes it's Life Pack N or Life Pack Nano in the United States. But Life Pack products give you 250 to 500 milligrams in a very highly absorbable form, as I mentioned. So that you take that and you're done. You got it. Bone Formula can provide 250 milligrams of magnesium, which is a good chunk. You probably get the rest from your diet. A lot of women should be taking Bone Formula. It's very easy to get osteopenic, which means your bones are getting weaker. You're not having enough calcium and magnesium. Or if that continues, osteoporosis. And you do not want osteoporosis. That's where people I've always said, an older woman steps off a curb and falls and breaks her hip. No. What happens is she steps off the curb, her leg broke, and she fell. Okay, osteoporosis, your muscles are that weak, that brittle. You do not ever want to get there, okay? Now another one, you can look at Elements in the United States. Pharmanex Elements provides 150 milligrams, and Kids Jungimals in the United States. Neither of those are available in Canada, but Kids Jungimals provides 18, for kids 2 to 12 years, provides 18 to 36 to 54 milligrams, depending on the age. You increase the dose, number of tablets. So this is what I wanted to say today. I just wanted to make it quick and simple. Magnesium is essential. Your body cannot function properly without it. And it is hard to get enough from your diet alone, generally speaking. So look at those nuts and seeds and adding that to your diet for sure, or looking at taking a Pharmanex supplement where you're guaranteed to get the level of the ingredient, in this case magnesium, that's on the label. Those are standardized doses. Whatever's on the label is exactly what you're going to get in your body, and you cannot say that about store brands. I don't want to go in. I've done this before, and maybe I should do it again sometime, but store brands, I can pretty well guarantee that more than half of them, whatever's on the label, is not any real indication of what's in that product. Okay, that's it for today. Be well. I've got to go. A busy day today. Stay safe, and see you next